Hi, welcome to Video Math Lessons. This is an Algebra 2 and Trigonometry quick lesson. This is lesson number 15, logarithms. So let's jump right into it. Number 1, find the log of 2001 to the nearest 10,000. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to look at here on the calculator. We have a log button right on the left-hand side towards the middle. So what we're going to do is just punch this in, pure calculator question. So we press log 2001. You actually don't have to close the parentheses, but it's just a good habit to get into. Hit enter, and there's our answer, 3.30124. Now, 10,000, we've got to count the decimal places. Tens, hundreds, thousands, 4 decimal places is the 10,000 spot. So I'm going to write this down, 3.3012, 4 decimal places. Number 2. All right, now we have variable in here. We have x. So what they want us to do is solve for x. Now what you need to know is that logarithms follow a basic pattern. So they have a base downstairs, logs equal exponents, and right here next to it, it's the answer. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here, and we're going to change the pieces here. We're going to label the pieces and move it around. 4 is the base, 2 is the exponent, x is the answer. And what this is called log form, I want to change to exponential, which would be base, exponent, equals answer. Notice, no more log. I'm trying to avoid the word log if I can, just because it's easier. So let's change it. 4 to the 2, 4 squared, equals x. Now you can just solve this. What 4 squared is 16. Answer is 16. Let's try it again. Log base x of 36 equals 2. So what this is saying is sum base. 2 is the exponent. 36 is the answer. Base, exponent, answer. What number squared is 36? And hopefully you know right off the top of your head. 6. Let's try it again. Okay, all right, a little more complicated. So now we have variable, big deal, with parenthesis. Still the base. 3 is the exponent. 27 is the answer. So now I'm going to rewrite this, keep my parenthesis. Exponent. Answer. Now, I know that something cubed is 27, so I know 3 cubed is 27. So what that tells me is that the inside of this parenthesis has to be 3. So you need to find the x, therefore, x is 2. Now let's take a look at number 5. It's a little more complicated here because I don't see a base on this problem. And not only that, they put a fraction in front. All right, so let's deal with first things first. Let's get rid of this fraction. Now, either I could multiply by 2 both sides to make this cancel and go away. I would have a 4 over here. Or I can divide by a half, and 2 divided by half would still be 4. A lot of people aren't comfortable doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just rewrite this a little bit. And I'm going to change this to a cross multiply problem because actually people seem to like that. Instead of 1/2, I'm just going to write divide by 2. And I'll put this equals 2 over 1. And now when I see this, this is just a cross multiply problem. Now I just go like this, I cross multiply. So I still get the log x plus 2 by itself. And 2 times 2 is 4. Now, let's change this base, exponent, answer. Now, I still don't have a base, but, you know, down here, this is called a common log. If you don't see a base, it's automatically a 10 because we live in base 10 world. So there really is a base, we just don't see it. It's called a common base, common log. So now when I change this, I say 10 to the 4 equals x plus 2. Now, either you know the trick where if it's 10 to a power, you just add that number 0, so it's 4 zeros, or just use your calculator. 10 caret 4. Hit enter, and like we said before, it'd be 10,000, 4 zeros, equals x plus 2. And when I move that 2 over, subtract 2 from both sides, now we get this 9,998 is our answer. That's a pretty big number. Let's try another one here. All right. Oh, this is one of the easy ones. So let's try it. Base, exponent, answer. 9 to the x, 9 to some power, is 81. And just about everybody would say, oh, 9 squared, x is 2. And that's, fairly easy. But what if it wasn't a nice decimal? What if it was something like this next problem where it says solve to nearest hundredth? I just can't, off the top of my head, just know what that is. Now, we could do this by doing, like, converting it and then take the log of both sides. It's a little bit complicated. If you ever see it in this pattern where it's the answer and you have the base and you're looking for the exponent, we can use something called a change of base formula. And it's actually a really great formula to use. Let's redo number 6. So now, what the change of base formula says is this. You take the log of the answer, log of the top, over log of the base, log of the bottom. Log of the top over log of the bottom. Log of the top, log 81 over log of the bottom, log 9. And I'm going to punch this in my calculator just to see. So now, and make sure you close the parentheses, so that's important. So it's log 81 divided by log 9. Hit enter, and we get 2, which is exactly what we had before. So this method actually works, and it's a really good method to use, especially, when they want you to solve this thing. It's like banged up decimal, which this problem is going to be. So let's try it again. Log of the top, log of the answer, over log of the bottom, log of the base. All right, so this is one I'm going to punch in. So now, log 75 divide by log 7. And make sure you close the parentheses, especially this first one. Otherwise, you'll get a really bad answer. And I get 2.218 ... Now look, nearest hundredth, 2 decimal places. So 1, that 1 goes up because of the 8. So my answer is going to be 2.22. Now, I can check this. Now, so this would be 7 to the x base exponent equals answer. And what I could do is I can plug in this 222 and just to see if it comes out to 75. Now, it's not going to be exactly 75 because we rounded. It's going to be pretty close to 75. So let's try that. So 7 caret 2.22. And it should be a little bit higher than 75 because we rounded up. And if I round it down, it would be a little bit lower. Now, enter. And we get 75.18, which is pretty close to 75. If I would have used this exact decimal, or if I would have used answer here, it'd be exactly the same. But I'm trying to check my 2.22 answer. So let's see what else we got. Oh, that's it. So thank you for watching the lesson. Remember to hit up the site, videomathlessons.com, for any other things coming up. And that's it. Have a good night.